number 5, Jenna Kroll. The center fielder batting 7th is number 13, Lexi Ekman. The designated player and batting 8th is number 2, Bree Robeson.
Welcome back into Meserve Field in Bowling Green, Ohio, where the BGSU Falcons are taking on the Toledo Rockets in Game 2 of the midweek doubleheader. Falcons taking the win of game number 1, 5-4, off of a 3-run homer in the final inning by Dana Denner. So we'll start off by giving you those Toledo lineup batting order, starting with Toledo, number 18, Anna Dixon, the right fielder. Second baseman, number 1, Sydney McKeever. Number 8, the third baseman, Dana Denner. First base, number 19, Riley Moore. The catcher, number 31, is going to be Macy Moore, as number 18, Anna Dixon, gets a grounder off going down that third base line. Just barely going foul there, so that'll be 1-0. And continuing that, you got the number 6, number 5 is Jenna Kroll, the shortstop. Number 13, Lexi Ekman, the center fielder. Number 2, designated hitter today, Robinson. And number 28, the left fielder, Badek. There's ball number 2. Over pitching for the Falcons in this second game is going to be number 12, Hannah Davies. Way inside, almost hitting the batter. Gets it reset, 2-1. Pulls it over, 3-1. Gets the outside corner, full count. Tries again at that outside corner, but just a little low. Going to be ball number 4, walking the first. So no outs, runner on first as we move forward with second baseman number 1, Sydney McKeever.
This is second baseman number 1, Sydney McKeever.
Right down the center, strike 1. That's one of the big differences between Hannah Davies and Payne Gottschall. Gottschall working more with those off-speed pitches, where we see Davies working a lot more with those 4-seamer and 2-seamers. As she sends it way outside there on kind of a wild pitch, 1-1. Goes for the outside corner, just a little outside though, 2-1. Gets the outside corner, 2-2. And gets caught on the swing. That's going to be out number 1 for the Falcons.
Next up is the third baseman number 8.
So moving forward, third baseman number 8, Dana Denner. Power hitter for the Rockets. Walked 3 times in the last game, getting a 3-run homer at the 7th inning of the last game, bringing it within 1. Gonna throw it high for ball 1. Strike one on the outside corner. Pulls it outside. 2-1. Davey's still pretty much just throwing a straight ball. She sends that straight down the center into left field. Bounces fair. She gets to third. She gets to second. Runner on first got to third. Going to be a double for Denner with one out. And just a lucky bounce there. Gets right on the line, to be fair, as we're able to move forward with the first baseman, number 19, Riley Moore. Just a little too high. Ball one. Tries the inside corner, gets it. 1-1. Right into the hands of Sammy D. She's going to hold on to it. Stop any forward movement. Out number 2. Runner on third and second. So we move forward with the catcher, number 31, Macy Moore.
Now batting is the catcher, number 31, Macy Moore.
Goes for the inside corner, a little bit too low though. Ball one. Just same spot, hits the ground though. Ball two. So you can see her trying to switch up her pitching style just a little bit against these Rockets. Still got to figure out the barriers and boundaries, just a little bit of that strike zone. Just outside, trying the other corner. 3-0, 2 outs. Runners on third and second. And high and outside, she's going to walk. Macy Moore, bases loaded with 2 outs. As number 5, the shortstop, Jenna Kroll, comes up. Kroll having a decent game on the offensive side last game. Getting a couple hits here and there. Nothing crazy. As ball one comes in slow and low. And this is going to call head coach Sarah Willis out to have a quick chat with her pitcher. Going to try to reset a plan here to try to get through, get something going. Try to sweep their rivals from up north today. And not exactly the way you'd want to start second game. Then the ump goes out, has a quick chat with pitcher. As we get set back up. 1-0 is the count, 2 outs. Bases loaded, right down the center. Little high, gonna call that ball 2. Time called. Goes for that outside top corner. Ball 3. No strikes, 3 balls, 2 outs, bases loaded. There's strike number 1. Too high. Awarded. Point off of a walk. Bases stay loaded, but now Toledo leads by 1 early in this first inning.
Now batting is the center fielder number 13, Lexi Ekman.
Now number 13, center fielder Lexi Ekman comes up. Little high, ball 1. That one grounding out to that outside corner, ball 2. You know, this is something with that hotter, like humid days that could happen with pitchers. You know, you can't get as great of a grip on that ball, but you know, Davies is gonna have to try to figure something out here just to end this inning. Yeah, she gets that one to go right on down the center the way she wants. 2-1 is the count, and 2 outs, bases loaded. Toledo leading by 1. Puts that one in the outside corner. There's strike number 2. Foul tips that one just straight on back. Count stays 2-2. Right back into her hand. She's going to throw it real quick over to Sorgi, and that will end the top of the first. As we move into the second half of the first inning, Toledo Rockets lead 1-0 over the Bowling Green Falcons. We'll be right back on WBGU. Welcome back to Meserve Field in Bowling Green, Ohio, where the BGSU Falcons are taking on the Toledo Rockets. Currently, the Falcons trail 1-0 in the bottom of the first. Pitching for the Rockets, Aaron Hunt. Last time Hunt pitched was against the Miami Redhawks on Sunday, allowing 14 hits for 12 runs. As leading off for the Falcons now will be 15 center fielder Greta L'Esperance. Greta doing very good last game, of course, getting a homer and a couple RBIs to mount with it to keep that 5-4 win over the Rockets. Ball one thrown just a little low. Ball two away and down in the ground. 2-0. Rio back down in that outside corner. The Falcons keeping a very similar batting rotation as last game. Of course, only switching out for Peyton Dolis in right field and Lauren Everett for catching instead of Evelyn Loyola. Strike one thrown right down the center. Strike two, full count, just off that outside corner. Sends it over into right field, just barely outside those. It curves out. Count stays 3-2. And gonna go right under the bat. Gets out number one on the swing. So we move forward. The second baseman, number 7, Sammy Dees. Another home run owner from last game in the 6th inning, getting a 2-run homer to bring her and Marley McNulty home. Right down the center, strike one. And that one's going to hit her, so she'll get first base. Good person for the Falcons to have on first base, one of the faster base runners for the Falcons. So we'll look to see her get back home. So shortstop number 20, Maddie McCoy, leading hitter for the Falcons last game. Hit 2 home runs and got a single at least every time up to bat last game. Since that one off to the right, going to be fouled out, 0-1. Catches her swing in, 0-2. Since that one on the inside corner, but a little bit too much, ball one. 1-2 is the count. Just able to get a hold of it. There's to second. But the throw to first not in time. 2 outs. 1 runner on first as Sammy Dees will head back into the dugout. This will bring out first baseman number 00, Nikki Sorgi.
Now batting is the first baseman
That one inside, almost getting her on the leg. Ball number 1. That one right. A little high. Ball 2. 2 outs, runner on first. Gets the inside corner for strike number 1. Sends that one right down the center into the hands of the shortstop. Up to first, gonna get that one. So that'll retire the first inning. Moving. Welcome back to Meserve Field in Bowling Green, Ohio, where the BGSU Falcons are taking on the Toledo Rockets. Currently, the Rockets lead 1-0. As number 2 designated hitter, Bree Robeson, moves in on a low ball, ball 1. That one once again hitting the dirt on the outside corner. Third baseman Sarah Gonzalez goes over, checks on Hannah Davies, make sure it's all good as we continue to go underway. That one catching that outside corner, strike 1. Goes for the same spot and gets it. 2-2. That one just outside, full count, 3-2. Right into the hands of Gonzalez, over to Sorgi, gonna get that one. So 1 out as we move forward. Top of the second, number 28.
Next up, we have the left fielder, number 28,
Left fielder, Jaden Baddick. Inside corner, strike 1. Catches her swinging right down the center on a little bit of an off-speed one. Oh, 2 is the count, 1 out. Right into Sammy D's, over to Sorgi, and that's out number 2. back to the top of the batting order for the Rockets. Number 18, right fielder, Anna Dixon. So Hannah Davies starting to find her rhythm just a little bit here. As the wind continues to pick up from earlier. Ball one grounded out. Gets the outside corner, 1-1. There's ball number 2, count 2-1. Gets it right, oh, just missed by Gonzalez on a fielding error. Trying to get Maddie McCoy, couldn't get it though. So they'll reach first on an error.
Here's the second baseman, number 1, Sydney McKeever.
Number 1, second baseman, Sydney McKeever. Awkward throw. Ball 1. But Dixon decides not to steal. Two outs, runner on first, 1 ball. As she gets the outside corner once again, 1-1. Just outside, 2-1. Gets the outside corner, 2-2. Sticking with the two-seamer. Right into the hands of Davies, over to Sorgi, and there you go. Out number 3 to move us into the second half of the second inning. Currently, Toledo still leads 1-0. We'll be right back on WBGU. Welcome back to Meserve Field in Bowling Green, Ohio, where the BGSU Falcons are taking on the Toledo Rockets. Currently, the Falcons trail 1-0 as coming up to bat, number 29, the designated hitter, Sophie Weber. Just outside, ball 1. weird curveball there from Aaron Hunt. Goes for the opposite corner now. Still can't get it to fall, though. Ball 2. Here's ball 3, forcing Sophie Weber to back up just a little bit. And she's going to go ahead and take first on the walk. As we move forward with number 10, right fielder Peyton Dolis. Looks like there might be a pinch runner coming in. As head coach Sarah Willis has a quick little talk with the ump. And pinch running is going to be number 18, Michaela Dees.
Pinch running for the Falcons is number 18, Michaela Dees. Now batting for Bowling Green, it's right fielder, number 10, Peyton Dolis.
Tries to get the sacrifice bunt, but doesn't land far enough in. They're going to call foul on that. Tries it again, but a little too high. Ball 1. 1-1 is the count. No outs. Runner on first. This time gets sacrifice bunt, tagged out by pitcher Aaron Hunt, but is able to get Michaela Dees up to second and in scoring position.
Now batting is the catcher number 22,
So
Logan
now
Everett.
up, catcher number 22, Logan Everett. Inside and low, ball 1. That one she's able to hit right into the hands of second baseman McKeever. Throw just in time. Over to first baseman Riley Moore. So on the sacrifice single, able to get Michaela Dees up to third. And now rely on third baseman Sarah Gonzalez to take her home. As Hunt calls for time. It's reset. Right down the center there. Strike 1. Goes for the top corner. A little too high though. Ball 1. 1-1's count. 2 outs. Runner on third. Pop fly right into the hands of the pitcher. And that will end the second inning. As we move into the third, the Rockets still lead 1-0 over the Falcons. We'll be right back.
One runner remaining on base. We move to the top of the third. It's still Toledo 1 and the Falcons 0.
Welcome back to Meserve Field in Bowling Green, Ohio, where the BGSU Falcons are taking on the Toledo Rockets. Currently, the Rockets lead 1-0 at the top of the third. Leading off for the Rockets is third baseman number 8, Dana Denner. Fly ball deep over to the left, gonna go foul. Just missing the people in their nice little square because of COVID. So Dana asks for a little bit of time, steps back, takes a couple swings. Tries the other way, goes deep, but fouls out, bouncing off the wall. So 0-2 will be the count, no outs. One of the strongest hitters in the MAC, Dana Denner, going to get set once again. Ball one, just outside and up. Straight down, almost into the hands of Negi Sorgi. Going to be picked up by right fielder not Anna Dixon, wrong team, Peyton Dolis. So it'll be single for Denner. No outs, but it looks like a pinch runner will be coming in. Just barely getting under a outstretched Nikki Sorgi to get to first. As coming in for pinch running for the Rockets is number 10, Lily Byer. Up to bat number 19, Riley Moore, first base. That one straight down the center, strike one. Since that one just past second baseman Sammy Dees, gets it over to shortstop Maddie McCoy on a base hit. So now you have two runners on. No outs. So Hannah Davies getting into a very similar situation as last time. That she saw herself in 2 innings ago. Coming in to pinch run is number 7, Brenna Bailey. That's one of the things you'll see in the differences of pitching style between Hannah Davies and Gottrell, who allowed the walks for Denner every time. Davies has decided to go head-to-head with her as a sacrifice bunt gets 31 out at first, but moves both up one. So that was a sacrifice bunt by Macy Moore, the catcher. So now with one out, shortstop number 5, Jenna Kroll comes in. Jenna Kroll with an RBI single at the beginning from the first inning. As right down the center, strike one. Wild pitch, forcing Kroll to move back, 1-1. Gets the bunt, which just gets number 10, Lily Byer, home. So the Rockets now lead by 2 over the Falcons with 1 out in the top of the 3rd inning.
No, it looks like a pinch hitter. 32.
And coming in for the Rockets to pitch hit, number 32, Aubrey Reed.
Pinch hitting is
So
number
the infield
32,
comes in, has a quick
Aubrey
little
Reed.
talk with the pitcher. As they've got themselves caught up in a little bit of a situation here with runners on both corners. And only 1 out. Little low there, ball 1. So it tries to get sacrificed bunt. She's out. Almost caught up the person at 3rd. Instead, you get a stolen second base by Bailey. Not Bailey, by Jenna Kroll, sorry. So runners on 3rd and 2nd now.
Robeson.
As a designated hitter number 2, Bree Robinson comes in. Sends it down the 3rd base line, curves out, and will go foul. Almost caught by a nice fan, but they were caught up in their blanket. Second pitch comes in way high. They're going to try to steal home, and they're out. So that'll retire the side, only allowing
Third baseman number 8, Dana Dinner. First baseman number 19, Riley Moore. And center fielder number 13, Lexi Ekman.
Welcome back to Meserve Field in Bowling Green, Ohio, where the BGSU Falcons are taking on the Toledo Rockets. Currently, the Rockets lead 2-0 at the bottom of the 3rd. Leading off for the Falcons is left fielder number 3, Marley McNulty. Goes to the outside corner, just a little bit too far outside. Ball 1. Catches her on the check swing, not called. Ball 2. That one way low. Ball 3 on that outside corner. And she's going to walk McNulty. So McNulty's going to hit first. And we move back up to the top of the batting order with number 15 center fielder, Greta Lesperance.
Back to the top of the lineup for the Falcons, we have the center fielder number 15, Greta Lesperance.
Down and away, ball 1. If you're the Rockets, Greta Lesperance is not the person you want to reach the base. One of the fastest players for the Falcons. Most bases stolen, as right in that outside corner, strike 1. Little bit too far outside. 2-1. Gets it to start to roll down the third base line, but curves just a little bit on the dirt, going foul. 2-2 is the count, no outs, runner on first. So she tries it again, going into left field. And that's going to be a fielding error by number 28, Jaden Baddick. Bobbling the ball there a little bit, allowing both players to move in advance on the bases.
Now batting for the Falcons, it's second baseman number 7, Sammy Dees.
So moving up, number 7, second baseman Sammy Dees. 2 runners on, 1 in scoring position. Sacrifice bunt, but she's going to almost make it to first. Just can't get it there in time. As throw just barely beating her from Riley Moore. So 1 out, runners on third and second. As number 20, the shortstop, Maddie McCoy, steps up.
Number 20, Maddie McCoy.
A little bit too far inside there, ball 1. Little high, ball 2. Time called. This catcher gonna go ahead and have a quick talk with the pitcher. Try to reel it back into what they had at the beginning of this game. After the quick little chat, we get back underway. Sends it straight down. Maddie McCoy going up and a little bit back. Pop fly caught up by number 8, the third baseman, Dana Denner. 2 outs, runners still on third and second, as first baseman number 00, Nikki Sorgi, comes into bat.
Now batting is the first baseman number 00, Nikki Sorgi.
There's strike number 1. Little high there, ball 1. 1-1 count, 2 outs, runners on third and second. Catches her on the swing, 1-2. Sends it straight on up into center. And going to be picked up by shortstop number 5, Jenna Kroll. So the Rockets get out of a tough situation there, keeping the lead 2-0 as we move into the bottom of the 4th. We'll be right back. To 0 with a new pitcher for the Falcons, number 6, Sydney Stepp. And batting designated hitter number 2, Bree Robinson. First pitch in, ball 1 on a high ball. Right down the center. Trade one fast pitcher for a fast pitcher. That's how the Falcons do it. And she gets set. There's the pitch. Right into the outfield for a base hit. So runner on first as we keep moving forward. Number 28, Jayden Baddick, the left fielder.
Now batting is the left fielder, number 28, Jayden Baddick.
So she's going to get a sacrifice bunt on the throw just in time over to Sammy Dees at first. As moving forward will be Robinson, now in scoring position at second, and we move back to the top of the batting order with the right fielders, number 18, Anna Dixon. Goes for the outside corner, but can't get it to fall. Ball 1. That time finds the corner, strike 1. Line drive over to Gonzalez, now Sorgi and holds them at second. So 2 outs and runner on second for the Rockets.
Now batting is the second baseman, number 1, Sydney McKeever.
Second baseman, number 1, Sydney McKeever, steps up. Just outside, ball 1. Goes for the same spot, ball 2. Goes to the same spot, but gonna get the strike. Count is 2-1. Just a little low, 3-1. 2 outs, runner on second. Gets it right down the center, full count. Tries to go for the swing, but can't get it. That'll be out number 3, and we'll retire the side into the bottom of the 4th. In Bowling Green, Ohio, where the BGSU Falcons are taking on the Toledo Rockets. Currently at the bottom of the 4th, the Rockets lead 2-0 as number 18, Michaela Dees, is going to pinch hit for the Falcons. Keeps it down the line, but will bounce off the glove. It's going to go foul.
No, it's 18.
It'll be 0-1.
For the DH last time, and now she's just stayed in for.
This is Michaela Dees.
A little bit too high there. Ball 1. Michaela Dees on another ball there. Michaela Dees, a younger sister of Sammy Dees, both power hitters for the Falcons. There's ball number 3. Count is 3-1. And she gets her on the outside corner for a full count. Sends it into the dugout. Once again, Sarah Willis just asking them to hold on to it. Count stays the same. And they're going to get her on the outside corner, so that'll be out number 1. As we move forward to right fielder number 10, Peyton Dolis.
Next up is right fielder number 10, Peyton Douglas.
Sends it foul off the right. 0-1. Just a little high, 1-1. Pandolis usually a high scorer for the Falcons, looking to do the same and get in a rhythm today. Catches it just past the pitcher, trying to beat the throw, and she does. She'll be safe at first. So moving forward, the catcher, number 22, Logan Everett. With 1 out and a runner on first. High and away, ball 1. Grabs a hold of it, pop fly up into foul territory, but there's the third baseman, Dana Denner, to go ahead and grab it. So runner will stay on first with 2 outs. Number 13, Sarah Gonzalez, the third baseman, will step up.
Now batting is the third baseman, number 13, Sarah Gonzalez.
Sends it right down the first base line, just past first baseman. The throw is just in time. Just on the diving slide, just could not make it. Very close call there as we end the 4th inning. Toledo Rockets still lead 2-0 over the BG Falcons. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Meserve Field in Bowling Green, Ohio, where the BGSU Falcons take on the Toledo Rockets. Currently at the top of the 5th inning, the Rockets lead 2-0. So leading off for the Rockets will be third baseman number 8, Dana Denner.
The top of the fifth, here is the third baseman number 8, Dana Denner.
So far having 2 of the 4 hits in today's game, as one going straight down the center catches her off guard, strike 1. A nice off-speed curve there. Gonna get strike 2. That's gonna be base hit. Thinks about going to second, decides against it as Sammy Dees holds on to it in her way. So she'll hang out at first. So moving forward, first baseman number 19, Riley Moore, steps up to bat.
Now batting, first baseman number 19, Riley Moore.
Gets the outside corner for strike number 1. They don't call the swing, instead give it as a ball. 1-1. High and away, ball 2. Sends that deep right field. Just curves around. Bouncing off the top of the bullpen. And soaring through the sky to try to reach the pond. So, count stays 2-1. No outs, runner on first. Catches her swinging. That'll do it. Out number 1. 1 out, runner on first as number 31.
Now batting is
The catcher,
number 31,
Macy Moore, steps up. Tries to get the top corner just a little bit too high, though. Ball 1. Sends it right to Gonzalez, who can't get the throw in time to Sorgi. So off of an error from Gonzalez, runners advance to a runner on second and first. And number 5, the shortstop, Jenna Kroll, will step up.
Now batting is the shortstop, number 5, Jenna Kroll.
Up and away, strike 1. Since that went down into the inside corner, just a little low though. 1-1 is the count.
Right, correct. You don't have to worry about tiptoeing the line or all of that. So, and I mean,
Just outside, 2-1.
quite a Louisiana Tech, right?
Yes, he played, was the assistant here for Barrymore, I think it is.
Yeah, but and I know they have a strong tradition and history, but I mean, let's not pretend they have the funding and the finances that LSU does. I mean, they're not gonna, they can't pay what
3-1 is the count off a low one.
they might. Yeah, I think they're for USA.
And catches her on the swing. Full count. 1 out, runners on first and second.
Yep.
Sydney Stepp looking to shut out this batter.
Sure, and that may be too. Yeah.
Sends it straight down into the ground, foul. Count stays the same. And catches her on the swing for out number 2. And Sydney Stepp getting her third strikeout of the game.
Something here. He may change his mind. No? Did he change his mind? I think he changed his mind.
Stepping up for the Rockets, center fielder, number 13, Lexi
Now
Ekman.
batting is the center fielder, number 13, Lexi Ekman.
2 outs, runners on first and second. Straight down, catcher loses it. Denner thought about stealing. Turns back about halfway down. 1-0 is the count. Goes for the inside corner, but just a little low there. One of the big things Stepp going to have to work on this game is trying to reel in those pitches just a little bit. So that one's going to be high and inside, ball 3. That one getting the outside corner, 3-1. Sends it just foul. 3-2 full count. Sends that one right into the hands of Nikki Sorgi, and she's just going to step on the base to end the top of the fifth. Toledo still leads 2-0, and we'll be right back on WBGU.
At the end of 4.5, it's still Toledo 2 and Bowling Green 0.
Welcome back to Meserve Field in Bowling Green, Ohio, where the BGSU Falcons are taking on the Toledo Rockets. Currently at the bottom of the fifth, the Rockets lead 2-0. And leading off for the Falcons, left fielder number 3, Marley McNulty. Gets the outside corner, strike one. Just a little bit outside, ball one. Catches her on the swing, 1-2. Sends it right up in the air to the second baseman, number 1, Sydney McKeever. So it'll be out number 1 for the Falcons. As we move back to the top of the lineup with center fielder number 15, Greta Lasperance.
Top of the lineup for the Falcons. Here's center fielder number 15, Greta Lasperance.
Just outside, ball one. Sends it right into center field on a dropped ball, so she's going to be safe at first off of an error. BG getting lucky on that one, has a runner on first. As second baseman number 7, Sammy Dees, steps up.
Now batting is second baseman number 7, Sammy Dees.
Sends it down the third base line, but rolls foul. 0-1. Just a little low, ball one. Yeah, if you're the Rockets, that is not what you wanted to do there. Gotta hold on to it. Being a 2-out situation, no one on, now you got a runner on. Since I ran into the hands of third baseman, but just a little high. Almost lost hold of the ball at first base, but catch able to be made. So sacrifice ground. Gets Lasperance to second. So with 2 outs, the shortstop number 20, Maddie McCoy, will step up to bat. Sends it far out to the right, foul. Sends it high, ball one. 1-1. 2 outs, runner on second. McCoy, one of the leading batters today, with 2 homers in the first. Puts that one just a little bit too far inside, 2-1. Puts it low, 3-1. Gets the inside corner, full count, 3-2, with 2 outs. Time called, so catcher's going to go ahead and have a quick chat with the pitcher.
He called strike 3, yeah. Oh, okay.
Bottom of the 6th.
And to lead off for the Rockets in the top of the 6th is the designated player number 2, Bree
The
Robeson.
Rockets lead 2-0. Leading off is number 2 designated hitter, Bree Robeson. Way low as the ball hits the ground, bounces off that outside corner. Ball 1. Gets the outside corner, 1-1. Catches it in the same spot, 1-2. Sends that into center field, and there's Greta Losperance with the catch, out number 1. So with 1 out, we move forward to number 28 left fielder, Jaden Baddick. On a wild pitch, almost hitting her, had to duck out of the way, ball 1. Goes for the opposite corner, but still too high. Ball 2. Still high. 3-0. 1 out, no one on. That one too low. She's going to walk him. So we move back to the top of the lineup with right fielder number
Now
18,
batting is the right
Anna
fielder
Dixon.
Number 18, Anna Dixon.
Just a little low, ball one. So we talked about earlier, Sydney Step needing to kind of reel that in. She's still trying to figure that out. Just got to clean it up just a little bit as she sends it right down the center, getting past the hands of Maddie McCoy. Gonna get her just a nice little base hit. So 2 on, 1 out. Second baseman number 1, Sydney McKeever, is going to step up, and it looks like it's actually a pinch hitter. Going to come up number 6, Raquel Emery in place of Sydney McKeever.
Pinch hitting for Toledo, it's number 6, Raquel Emery.
Catches it right down the center. 0-1. Catches her on the swing. 0-2. Just barely hitting the bat. Right back up to third baseman Sarah Gonzalez, but the throw not in time. Bases are loaded with 1 out. So this is going to call the infield. Go have a quick talk with pitcher Sydney Stepp. So they need 2 outs. This is one of the points where a little bit you might have to rely on those infielders, if you're the pitcher, to try and finish it out. So we get set back up
Third baseman number 8,
with third baseman number 8, Dana Denner. Power hitter for the Rockets. Walked almost every time in the first game she came up, and has been a base hitter every single time up this game.
Pinch running is number 1, Sydney McKeever.
Pinch running, number 1, Sydney McKeever. Right into the hands of Gonzalez. Over to third. And they're going to get that double play. What a play for the Welcome back to Meserve Field in Bowling Green, Ohio, where the BGSU Falcons are taking on the Toledo Rockets. In the bottom of the sixth, the Rockets lead 2-0. Leading off for the Falcons is number 00, first baseman Nikki Sorgi. First pitch high and away, ball one.
This is number 00, Nikki Sorgi.
Just barely grabs a hold of it, but sends it down into the ground. 1-1. Gets the inside corner, 1-2. Just a little high, 2-2. Sends it down into center field for a base hit. So she'll get it all set up for the designated hitter, Sophie Weber, to come up.
Re-entering the game for the Falcons is designated player number 29, Sophie Weber.
Bouncing off second baseman Sydney McKeever's glove, gets both of them up a base off of the fielding error from Sydney McKeever. Now right fielder number 10, Peyton Dolis.
Right fielder Peyton Dolis.
Two errors for both teams.
That's ball number 1. As Dolis had to bounce back just a little bit. That one gets the corner. 1-1 is the count. Sends that one down the first base line into foul territory, 1-2. Two and two is the count. Two runners on. No outs. Dolis gets it to third with the throw. Just in time to first. So 2 outs with 1 runner at second. So catcher number 22, Logan Everett, will take her hand at bat.
Now batting is the catcher number 22, Logan Everett.
And the pitch gonna hit off of Everett, so she'll go ahead and take first base. Phil once again, runners on first and second, 2 outs. And center fielder number 13, Sarah Gonzalez, steps up. Just a little high, ball 1. Far inside, ball 2. That one gets the inside corner, 2-1. With 2 outs and 2 runners on. The Rockets still lead by 2. Pitch comes in just a little low, but they're going to call it in that corner. 2-2. Sends it right into the hands of third baseman Dana Denner, and that'll end the inning. The Rockets still lead 2-0 as we go into the 7th inning. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Meserve Field in Bowling Green, Ohio, where the BGSU Falcons are taking on the Toledo Rockets. Currently at the top of the 7th, the Rockets lead 2-0. Leading off for the Rockets will be first baseman number 19, Riley Moore. That one high and away, ball 1. Catches the tip of the bat, 1-1. Just a little low, 2-1. Low off the inside corner, 3-1. Hit over to Gonzalez. Gonzalez trying to get it to Sorgi, and the throw is just in time. Out number 1. So up to bat now, catcher number 31, Macy Moore. Just a little low. Ball 1. Still a little low there. Ball 2. Sends it right into the hands of shortstop Maddie McCoy for out number 2.
Next up, we have
So
the
with
shortstop
2
number 5,
outs,
Jenna Kroll.
shortstop number 5, Jenna Kroll, comes up to bat. Sends it right back over to McCoy, but McCoy not able to grab a hold of it. We'll send it into the outfield for a base hit.
Some change. Pinch runner, I think. Oh. 33.
So pinch running is number 33, Annika Reed.
Pinch running for Toledo is number 33, Erica Reed.
Yeah.
So now up to bat with
Now
2
batting is
outs
the
and a
center
runner
fielder,
on
number 13,
first
Lexi
is
Ekman.
center fielder number 13, Lexi Ekman. Goes for the bunt, which lands foul. 0-1. Sends it right up to Sammy Dees over to Sorgi with the throw, which is in time. There's out number 3.
So for the Rockets,
And
no
we
runs
move
on
to
one
the
hit
bottom of
and
the
one runner
7th with
remaining on
Toledo
base. We go to
reading
the
2
bottom
to
of the
0.
7th.
We'll be right
Toledo
back.
holds a 2-0 lead over Bowling Green.
Welcome back to Meserve Field in Bowling Green, Ohio, where the BGSU Falcons are taking on the Toledo Rockets. And the bottom of the 7th, the Rockets lead by 2, as leading up is left fielder number 3, Marley McNulty. Gets the outside corner for strike number 1. Just a little bit outside, ball 1. Ball number 2 on that outside corner. Gets the foul tip on the swing. 2-2 is the count. Sends it foul deep. Getting into the little moat next to the road. Catches her swinging. That's out number 1. So we move back to the top of the lineup with center fielder number 15, Greta Lesperance. Fouled out to the left. 0-1. With 1 out, no one on. A little bit too far inside. Ball 1. Pop-up foul going the same way. 1-2. Just outside, 2-2. Sends that one deep into right field. Out on the warning track, she's going for third. Slides in, gets the triple. So now with Lesperance on third, second baseman number 7, Sammy Dees, comes in. Player infield and head coach Joe Abraham coming out having a quick chat with the pitcher. After the discussion, they're back and ready to go.
Now batting, here's second baseman number 7, Sammy Dees.
Sends it foul into the dugout. 0-1 with 1 out, runner on third. Pop fly right on up and back on top of the press box. Once again, cameramen, watch your heads. Oh, and 2's the count as it comes down straight back up, and same spot once again. That one actually did hit our press box. Hope our cameraman is not dead that time. Don't worry, fans. We have confirmation. They're all good. That one goes deep down the third baseline and into foul territory, landing in the farthest corner box for the COVID distancing. Sent it right up to the shortstop, but we do get they're calling that throw in time. So 2 outs now, but the Falcons do score 1. So the Falcons within 1 and 2 outs. And shortstop number 20, Maddie McCoy, steps up to bat. Rockets catcher going to have a quick chat with the pitcher as they get set.
Now batting here, shortstop number 20, Manny McCoy.
Inside and low, ball 1. Catches the inside corner, 1-1. Ball 2, same spot. As she sends that one right past pitcher into center field, she's going to get a base hit. So 2 outs, runner on first as first baseman number 00, Nikki Sorgi, steps up. And number 1, Sophie Bosket, comes in for Maddie McCoy.
Pitch running for the Falcons is number 1, Sophie Bosket. Now at bat for Bowling Green, the first baseman, number 00, Nikki Sorgi.
Just inside, ball 1. Little low, ball 2. Right down the center, strike 1. 2-1 is the count, 2 outs, runner on first. Little high, 3-1. Just catching that inside corner to a full count. And there's ball number 4. Runners on second and first. As now the designated hitter, Number 29, Sophie Weber, will step up. With 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th, the Falcons are down by 1.
Designated player number 29, Sophie Weber.
Since that went into the hands of the second baseman, and that'll end the game. Falcons trying to rally at the end to pull up a win. Unfortunately, the Rockets hold on to the lead 2-1. That will do it for our Wednesday doubleheader between the Falcons and the Rockets. I would like to thank everybody that helped me get this broadcast going here at the WBGU PBS crew. Our cameraman who almost got killed by the softball. And, of course, everybody, all the fans here that came and watched. I hope you have a good rest of your day and week. And I, Ziggy Zumba.